Good afternoon, everyone. I am Siddharth. I am co-founder of NotifyVisitors. We started in 2013, and as you can see on the screen, NotifyVisitors is real-time, intelligent, cross-device, omni-channel growth marketing platform for financial institutions. Where we are today, we are currently working with some of the leading customers across the BFSI sector, be it bank, mutual fund, insurance, or housing finance. What we essentially do is we create a unified customer profile, which means wherever the user is interacting with your assets, be it your call center, website, mobile app, your offline agent interaction, we gather all that data and build a unified customer profile, and basis that you can do a much more smarter communication to the right customer at the right time. So when I said omni-channel, once you have created this customer profile, you can send him a personalized push, email, SMS, you can do paid campaigns, social campaigns, all linked to a single system. Highlighting more on the paid campaign, what we do is we intelligently identify your converting audiences. Basis that we have a universal pool of data of 500 million plus profiles, so that you can use this small converting audience and create a lookalike audience on this universal profile and then feed it into the third-party ad networks. So it effectively give you the right audiences across different third-party publishers, be it Facebook, Google, and larger ad exchanges to target to. This is just a brief on the same marketing stack. So you can see we have all the channels, be it chatbot, push communications, banners, personalization, analytics. So over the years, we have realized that the biggest challenge that marketers or the IT team face today is dealing with multiple vendors for individual technologies. And second major problem that is faced by the system is the integration into legacy systems. It takes a lot of time to execute, and that sort of delays the execution. What we have done is we have given one simple integration to integrate with your systems, with your legacy architecture, so that all this capability comes once and all. And you need not redeploy multiple codes if you start with something today and you want to add more features tomorrow. This is an example of personalized push communication. We are doing push messages for Axis Bank, for instance, somebody coming to apply for a loan but exiting. So we send a remarketing push to his system after 1 hour saying, why don't you complete your loan application or speak to our customer rep for more assistance. And creating such campaign doesn't require you to hire a third agency or to do complex IT work. We give you a visual editor where you can create campaigns visually by drag, drop, and then take further action. Say I click on the notification, send me another communication after 3 hours. So all this as a marketer can be designed within the system itself. This is an example of Indusind integration that we have done. So we are personalizing, there are a lot of banners on the website mapped to the customer affinity. So if customer is more likely to take a loan, a home loan, so we can show him a banner related to that rather than just a standard banner that comes for the default website. Again, to implement such use cases, you don't need to do complex IT work. We give you a visual editor where you can select elements as a marketer yourself and change those and set a rule that show this change only to this customer segment or to this source of visit. Thirdly, I had highlighted on analytics. So our analytics are not just numbers. We give you visual analytics, which tells you where all the customers clicking more. So it's a heat map. You can visually make out what changes you need to make on the website, architecture, and stuff to increase your conversion rate. For Kotak Securities, recently we significantly increased the conversion rate with such smart A/B tests and personalization. On top of it, we have 75 plus targeting rules by default that you can select from ready segments for your leverage. Now I'll move on to the live panel demonstration so that you can see what I just mentioned, how easy it is to do that. This is an example of a heat map. You can see the red section are the sections where people are clicking the most, and if you highlight over those sections, it will tell you the percentage of click. So instead of going through raw numbers, you can visually make out what is happening on the site. And if say you want to change the image or anything, you can do from here. Over here, I'm going to show you how easy it is for anyone to personalize the website or make it very contextually personalized to your campaigns. Say you are running a campaign to a high net worth individuals who you know are more likely to go for a longer investment plan. So you would probably, for example, want to change the tagline on the website to map what you want to do. And once you have made those changes, you can simply specify when to apply those changes. So it's what you see is actually how you would be doing it. So there is no IT interventions required once you do this kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm open for the question and answer.
Very impressive stuff. Slide 2, you got the spellings of broking wrong. For investors, it's a red herring then.
Sure.
Yeah, so you must be very careful, but otherwise very impressive.
Thank you.
2 questions. What about customer privacy? Because I've seen enough presentations where kids like you come and say, I just need the email and the mobile and I'll generate 75 pieces of information. Sooner or later, this will have some legal issues. How are you addressing that?
So there are 2 options that we give to our clients. So as I mentioned, we are right now working with 5 major banks, already insurance companies. So we have gone through this cycle previously. What we do, if we don't take the PII at all, we don't take mobile number, email ID, then also we can do 80% of the stuff that we are showing here, basis tagging their device ID or the Android ID on their app and other stuff. B, if you as a bank or a BFSI customer want to take the entire stack including email and SMS, then we can set it up for you on a private cloud. So you essentially own the data and it's there in India location. So all those concerns go away, which is equivalent to the on-prem execution.
No, as a big company, my concern would be safety of my data residing with you.
Yeah, so in one option, we don't take the data at all. We are just seeing what customer is doing. We don't know his email ID, phone number, anything, right? So in that case, there is no risk of the PII leak getting happen because it's not getting exposed to us. On the second scenario, when you also want to do it tagged to the email ID or phone number, then we do a private execution on the private cloud for the customer, which means the entire system is on his...
got it. Last question. Last question. If you have to become Salesforce.com, what will you need to do? Do you need money? Do you need clients? What else do you need to scale up?
Of course, international markets, Asian markets, Southeast Asia, all these markets are a huge opportunity for a company like us. So it's mostly sales, whatever that brings. I mean, whether it takes money to get those sales closures or executions. Yeah, thank you.